Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. My name is Bonnie, and I am your your intuitive energy reader. I'm giggling because I told myself before I started this video I wasn't gonna ramble and I wasn't gonna think about the intros, and I caught myself doing it. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop that. Gonna jump right in. So I got some time today, and I've just been thinking, uh, why not put a read out? Why not? Why not? Why not? What the fuck else do you got to do? Dishes, right? Dishes aren't going. Dishes aren't going anywhere. The messages that are coming through in the cards might go somewhere. They might not be there later. So why not do it now? The dishes will wait. The laundry will wait. The dogs are outside. Have been outside. Why not take a break and just kind of see what's coming up for the day? I mean, that's what you need to do, is just take a break. Everything's going to be there. You know it's going to get done. Is it important? Does it need to be done right away? Is somebody going to, like, chop your head off because you don't, I shouldn't say that. I take that back. But when I'm saying that, I'm thinking of, like, medieval times of when, women obey. You're allowed to take time for yourself. So I'm just gonna pull just from the Gaia Oracle book, and just see I want to see what the tone is for this read. I want to see how this Oracle card brings in the energy that the tarot is going to bring in, like for the messages. I want to see, and I want you to see if you recognize or see any synchronicities in how everything ties together. Because sometimes when I go through my reads, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like I don't even remember what I said, and half the time I don't, because it's just guided. It just comes. I'm reading the cards, right? So I don't really remember everything that's being said. But a lot of the time, I find how there's a lot of synchronicities, and yeah. So let's just see. What energy, spirits, are we going to be getting from you today? So say, don't ask me questions, Bonnie. Just do your thing. Do your thing, chicken wing. Oh my goodness, every time I hear that now, I think of that chicken wing, chicken and banana. I remember my girlfriend and her daughter were saying that, and I'm like, what the freak are you talking about? And then I finally seen the video. Well, now I see it everywhere. Okay. Card 25. Liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. It's card number 7. You get 5. You know, it's funny. As soon as I seen this liberation and the breaking free from negative attachment, that's what maybe you need to take a break from. Maybe you need to take a break. You're being told to take a break, to kind of step back and see where you can liberate yourself, where you can allow yourself to hear the messages that your guides are bringing through to you at this time. Like the dove to me is a messenger, right? And this messenger has the yellow around its head, which to me is your solar plexus. That's your confidence. That's your knowing. That's your I don't want to say your desire, but that's your place of like, okay, I know, I just know, and you're getting this message, and maybe you need to take a break to hear it. Maybe you just need to slow down for a second, step back, take a break for yourself, put the dishes down, put the housework down for a minute. We don't need to constantly be picking up after people. Yes, you may have small children. I've been there, and I've been like, my whole life has just been like, go, 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 go. And maybe it's time for you to just notice that and be like, you know what? I want to sit on my front porch for 10 minutes and stare at the trees because the colors are so beautiful right now. Do it. What's it going to hurt? It's not going to hurt a freaking thing. You know what's going to happen when you take that moment to sit back and enjoy the colors of the trees? Something's going to come to you. There's going to be some kind of a message that you're receiving that you've been asking for. I feel that you've been asking for some kind of guidance, some kind of knowing, like some kind of a sign. And what Spirit is telling you right now is that you need to take a step back so that we can come in and you can be liberated from this fear, from this negative energy that's surrounded you. I'm going to read what the book has to say. Okay. Liberation. And forgive my reading. I need new glasses. Whether you realize it or not, you have become too emotionally attached or dependent on someone or something. Or you have allowed or inadvertently caused someone to get too emotionally attached to you. Let me have a drink, sorry. I've had coffee all day, I need a drink of water. What at first seemed like a healthy friendship or interest now seems to be taking over your life or is creating too much codependence. A situation that initially seemed like a positive has now revealed its negative side. This is, in effect, like a form of addiction. You are advised to examine this issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from this negative emotional attachment. Initially, this may cause some resistance and even a sense of panic, but the end result will be worth it. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you well in the future. I am going to say it. I feel that maybe some of you have had somebody come into your life recently that has had you feeling a certain way. Maybe you've been feeling not good enough, or I don't know, but there is this person that has come into your life and for some reason you're not sure why. You know, like this could be a friend and all of a sudden they're saying something to you along the lines that, like I like you or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like there's some kind of energy that's come towards you and you're kind of like, what the heck is this? And they've got you kind of in this feeling of like, why did this happen? Why did this person react this way? Why did this person act this way? Why did I react in this way? And what the frig am I supposed to get out of this? Honestly, growth is the first thing I heard. This challenge, this person, this situation has been brought in to have you open up to see your worth, to see what it is that you truly desire. You have been hiding for so long and somebody has come into you or a situation has come to you and it's like all of a sudden you're feeling what it's like to feel worth something. Maybe this situation didn't work out the way that you had thought it was going to work out, but you know what? It worked out just the way it was supposed to because it opened you up. It's opening you up to see. Because I feel like when you think about this situation or this person or whatever it is, it gives you this sense of, oh my God, like it felt good to know that I'm not nobody, like somebody cares, somebody. And I feel that it's just, you've been hiding yourself. You've made yourself small. Maybe you've been surrounding yourself with a negative relationship. Maybe you've got negative friends. Maybe you're in a negative job and you feel like you have to stay there, but something has sparked this feeling of, this is what it feels like to be appreciated. This is what it feels like to be wanted. Like you're somebody, like you're something, and you're not just the one that does the dishes or does the laundry or chases the kids or makes the lunch or, like always picks up the extra slack at work. I really feel that. And I feel that maybe, it's time to take a break. And when we take a break, it's like, it can be so rejuvenating. Okay, anyways, so I release myself from all negative attachment. This is an affirmation, okay? So I don't know if you might want to pause this and write it down, or maybe I'll write it down somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. But the affirmation is, I release myself from all negative attachment. I trust that this is for my highest good. I trust that this is for the highest good of all. I help others most by not allowing myself or them to be codependent. I look at every situation in a balanced way. And that's not always easy. It's really not. Okay, let's see. And let's see what the tarot has. I'm just going with the flow, guys. I'm just gonna, these cards have been calling me today, actually, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show all of what comes up. I don't know if you're seeing that, but they're like half of the deck at me. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna see. Some of them I might not be able to show you because the nudity thing, so let's see, what's the first card? The Six of Swords. Okay, and it's in reverse. I don't generally read reverses, but I am gonna say, I feel that you're looking at a time of, like, you're looking at the past. Like, I feel like you're looking at the past. You're walking, I get this sense of walking towards something from the past. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Are all these up? No, they're not. The Seven of Wands in reverse. I'm just gonna kind of take a look at these. The Five of Wands, and it kind of came out sideways but reversed. All of these cards came out in reverse. Is this deck upside down? Kind of, not really. Okay, so let me see. Definitely something has got you in defensive mode. I'm just gonna flip these around for a minute just so I can kind of look at this. Something has you in defensive mode, but it's almost like the Seven of Wands is like this. When it's upright, I'm feeling a battle. But when I'm seeing it in reverse, when I'm looking at it, it's like it's overcoming this thing of the past. You know, you've been struggling with these thoughts from your past. There's something that you have a hard time letting go of. But I feel that lately you've been kind of stepping into this thought of like trusting your guides. Maybe you have been taking a break. Maybe you have been allowing yourself that time to start really, reflecting and looking back. But I feel that this mindset is something that has been on your mind for a while. It's been going on for a little bit. It's just been brought up, though. I feel that maybe there is a situation that has triggered this in you. It's leaving you with some kind of a conflict. I'm gonna keep going. I can't lie. I'm having a hard time looking at these in reverse like this, but I'm gonna take it. What's the Six of Swords in reverse? A wish fulfillment. A relationship of sorts. Somebody walked away. Okay, I'm feeling this is a person. Okay, so I'm feeling this thought, these things that you're kind of looking back at is because somebody's put something in your mind. There was something that somebody gave to you that made you feel that this was it. This is my person. This is my thing. This is my jam. And they made you feel like you were sitting on top of the world. And all of a sudden something happened, and then it's like they just walked away and left you, or they just stopped giving you the praise that you were getting, but for some reason it was taken away. And they kind of left you sitting in the cold. The Lovers. Yeah, I'm really feeling that this is somebody that came into your life. I feel this is a relationship. And the cards are, I would show you, but I'm not into doing that today. And they're all falling on the Six of Swords, so let me see. Yeah, there was somebody that came into your life. Somebody came in and wanted to give you something, and you were willing to take it. But then all of a sudden they put the brakes on. They put the brakes on. It's like all of a sudden they were like, okay, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then they'd come back in and be like, wait, I'm going to try again. I'm getting this like hot and cold kind of situation. What's the Lovers? Maybe this person's coming back in. The Lovers is a burden. So this is a choice. This is something you need to let go of. This Lovers, this energy that you're sitting in right now, these thoughts, these emotions, this whatever this is that is going on in your head right now, you're being asked to make the choice. You're being asked to put the burden down. You're being asked to, how do I say it? You're being asked to just be in the moment. To just be in the moment. To know, to trust that whatever comes next is coming towards you for you, not at you, if that makes sense. But you have to put a burden down. You have to let this, I don't want to say you have to let this person go, but I feel like you do. I feel like you just need to be at a place where it's like, okay, you know, you gave me something good out of all of this chaos that's gone on. And what that person gave you, what you get to walk away with, is your worthiness. And knowing now what you're not going to take and what you are going to take and how you're going to take that from people. You know, I feel that you're really getting into this place of, I know that I don't deserve to be treated like this. I know that if you're going to come to me, you're going to come to me with honesty. And if you can't come to me with honesty, then don't come to me at all. And I really feel for a lot of you that you're going to be like putting your foot down with somebody. And you're going to be saying, you know what? This is not going to happen anymore. You know, if you can't be man enough to deal with me now, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sneak around. I'm not going to sneak around. I'm not going to tell lies. I'm not going to pretend. You know, like that's not what you're here to experience. You're here to experience love. And that's not love. You know, maybe they're telling you that. Maybe they're telling you that they love you. But you know what? If they love you, there'd be no hiding. There'd be no, you know, like there'd be no illusional disillusion. I don't know. There'd be no sneaking around and hot and cold, and yeah, you're standing up for yourself. The King of Swords. I feel like you're really honestly ready to start standing up for yourself and speaking your mind and putting in the boundaries and knowing that you don't deserve to be treated like an option, because you're not an option. You're a choice. You know, it's one or the other. It's not both. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too, I hear. Yep, Queen of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, you are, honestly, I feel at this time you are like in your power. In your power. You are you took that sword that you fought with and you grew it into something beautiful. And you did that by standing up for yourself. You know, not everybody is going to agree with what you say or what you do, but that's not your problem. That's theirs. You've worked hard. You are working hard. You've done so much to get to where you are right now, to experience this feeling of like, yeah, like I can do this. I know I can. I know what it takes. I know what it takes. I know that I have to let some things go. And you know what? If something is meant to come along for the ride, please don't stress. Please don't stress. We stress too much. We're way too hard on ourselves. Don't stress. Just be like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I can't control it. You can't. Honestly. You can, but you can't. You can control how you react and take things, but you can't control or make anybody else do anything that they don't want to do, right? You already know that. You're an adult and you know that. But it's like, this time it's different. It's like, I feel this power of like, I'm not going to allow this to hurt me anymore, is what I hear. I am not going to allow somebody to, I don't know, I want to say I don't want to say disapprove or disrespect me anymore. I'm feeling like this, like, you know that, okay, so you were in a situation that made you understand what your worth was. They made you feel good. They made you feel like, yeah, on top of the world. Okay? And then I feel like there may be another person or something that's going on right now with this person. But it's like, you know, I don't deserve to be disrespected. Something got your worthiness triggered inside of you. Something had you going like, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want to feel. You're really realizing that, you know, I really do want this job and I want to travel and I want to experience things with my children. I want to experience things with my family. I want to do more. And you just have this feeling and you've been kind of sitting back and looking and going, okay, so this is where I'm being held back. Like, why am I not doing these things? Why am I not experiencing this stuff? And I feel for a lot of you, you're really starting to see what's holding you back, why you're not, you know, what you're allowing to not let yourself do it, if that makes sense. And this is what this Queen of Wands is just like, she's standing in that power of liberation, of letting go, of knowing that, you know what? I can't control anything. The only thing I control is how I feel. And I want to feel good about myself. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to come out into this world and have people like, you know, be attracted to you. And I don't mean like sexually attracted or unless that's what you want, but I mean like just attracted to your personality because you're really starting to step into that power of self, of knowing what you're worth. And it feels good to be like, you know what? I'm not going to worry. If Stan's meant to come along with me for the ride, Stan's going to come along with me for the ride. Because I'm not going to adjust my life anymore to suit Stan. I'm not that person anymore. And if Stan can't accept that, then guess what, Stan? There's different options. We have two different paths we have to go down. Sometimes that happens. And Stan could be your boss. I don't know, you know, but I'm just getting this sense of like, you're really getting into this point of like, I'm ready to live for me. I'm ready to live for me. You know, I don't want no more bullshit. I don't want no more drama. You know, you experience it, you're going to go through it, but your reaction to it is different, or it will start becoming different, because I really feel that if you allow yourself that moment to take that break, to liberate yourself, and so you can actually see the real true actions and from people around you, the situations around you. You know, you can see a person's true colors by watching them. You know, I feel like you're going to be picking up things a lot quicker lately. Like, if you haven't already, you're going to start picking up things. And you're going to start questioning yourself, and you're going to start realizing, and you're going to say like, wow, I never noticed that about you before, but okay. And you're just you're going to find that you're going to be like, I'm not going to get upset or angry, or I'm just going to do me, and whatever happens, happens. That's what I'm getting. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, I don't know. 24 minutes. That's good. All right, my friends. Yeah, yeah. They're saying that's it. That's all. time for you to go and do your dishes. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I don't know if any of you are interested in reading tarot, but I really feel that for a lot, maybe sitting down with your tarot deck. You know, I find that sitting with my cards and just writing and trusting the intuition, that's like kind of taking a break. You know, you're opening yourself up to actually hear, and it's, you know what I'm saying when I say you hear your guides. You hear your voice. You know, okay? Like if you're a woman, you're a mom, you got mommy sense. Even if you're not a mom, you got mommy sense. Like you know. Maybe do some journaling. I really do. I really do feel that picking up a deck of cards and laying 1 to 3 cards out in front of you and just looking at the cards and seeing what they feel, how they make you feel, and writing it down and the thoughts that come to your mind, or just go sit outside with a pen and paper and just don't think about what you're going to write, but just write. You know, that is very self-healing, and it generally tends to open your eyes up to things that they've been kind of closed off to, or not so much closed off to, but just kind of ignored. And that's how you have created this negative energy. And you know, unfortunately, we bring all the chaos into our life. Like, we ask for it and we don't even realize it. Excuse me. But when we start to become aware of how we're asking for it, or aware of at least, you know, some of the things that we have no control over, then it sometimes gets a little bit easier. You know, we're not meant, this life isn't meant to be easy. You know, a lot of people think it is, but it's really not meant to be easy. It's meant to give us challenges. It's meant to make us overwhelmed. It's meant to do all of the crazy things that it does to us, but it doesn't expect for us to live in them. These challenges, these depressions, these overwhelm, anxiety, it's all there because there's something you need to see. There's something you need to accept. There's something you need to learn to let go of. And when you hang on to that and you let that overtake your life, well, then that's how, you know, you become chronic. Anyways, I want to thank you all for being here. If you made it to the end of this video, bless your soul. I truly appreciate you. Looking forward to doing some more. You guys take care. Bye-bye.